Xin chào. I'm Oatmeal, and this is my ball. Top 10 things about Vietnam. Number 10, rice and healthy food. You can come to Vietnam and you can eat Asian food because you're in Southeast Asia. And in the country of Vietnam, we have rice and chicken that's called gum ga. Gum ga. You can get it for about $1, American dollar, about 20,000 VND. Sometimes less, around 10,000, 15,000, sometimes more. You can have vegetables, and we have a lot of different kinds of fruit. I know a little bit since I've been here in Vietnam since 2012. Hai Kom Mo Hai, 2012. Also, number 9, soccer, or football. And we also have like another kind of sport too, where you kind of like hacky sack. So we have a lot of different kinds of sports, but the biggest one is football, which in America we call soccer. And it's really, really pretty good. I mean, it's good for them to be healthy. They got something to do. It's not my favorite sport because I like basketball more, because it's more exciting. Because I just don't want to just run around all day. But other than that, I mean, I do like soccer a little. They like it a whole lot more. They're all into the World Cup, and it's a good thing in a way. Number 8, the price of certain things are less than other countries, like America. The cost of food can be less. Now the cost of certain exported things like technology, cell phones, computers, those things will cost more. Usually they cost more because they have to be taxed because they're exported goods, so the government has a tax on them, and even the cars too. So certain things do cost more in Vietnam. But a lot of the things like food and other things cost less, and that is good because it can save you a lot of money if you want to come and be here, if you want to live here as a foreigner. But then you have to pay a lot of money, like $100 every 3 months or more for the visa. You gotta have a passport, depending on the country that you're from, if you want to live in Vietnam. Number 7, the generosity of people is generally pretty generous. People are pretty nice. People are generous. People have a lot of hospitality. They try to care about you. They try to help you, and it's very motivational because sometimes they could be a lot more nicer than other countries, than other people. It depends on the person, but for the most part, there's a lot of nice people, and Vietnam is similar to how the United States was in the 1920s, in some ways, or even older than that. They're more open, and I've heard that America used to be more open, just like that, 100 years ago or so. And then they stopped being open, and bad things started happening, and the United States started going downhill, especially with their dollar. The dollar used to be worth like 10 or 20 times more. Back 100 years ago, the American USD dollar was like 100 times more, like 10 or 20, 10 or 20 times more the value. So things go down, things decline. So America used to be more open. A lot of countries, I think, were more open. At the moment, Vietnam's really open, and I really like that. So you can come and see how open they are. I mean, they're open in the fact that they're outside. Now, are they open-minded? Not as much. But the younger people in Vietnam are more open-minded. Bicycles and motorbikes and And the transportation is really interesting. The traffic can be dangerous, but also exciting. I like to ride my bicycle. I'm going to hug trees. I don't want to have motorbikes or cars because I feel like it causes pollution, and they're also expensive for the gas and the parts and the parking, and just to buy a motorbike to begin with. All these things can cost a lot of money. So I want to try to save money, and I want to hug trees and save the environment, and I want to be healthy because I barely, I never really exercise. I barely ever exercise, and I need to do that more often, and I don't, and it's really sad. I mean, unless if I had somebody to play basketball with. You want to play basketball with me? No, I just want to play soccer. Oh, but don't you want to play basketball with me? No, I'm a Vietnamese person. I don't want to play soccer. Maybe I'll play a little bit of soccer, but it's just so hard. I want to play basketball, but if I'm not playing basketball, I would like to play on my bicycle and cycle. I force myself to go places. I ride my bicycle. And it's really cool. I mean, the traffic might be dangerous, but it's also kind of predictable, and the drivers out on the street, they're pretty smart because they know that every day people go in front of them, so they have to there's somebody in front of me, there's another motorbike guy in front of me, or another bicycle person or pedestrian in my way. So they're used to people getting in their way, so they don't run over people as much. It still happens. There's still accidents on the street, but not as often. For as dangerous as everything is, and as crazy as the traffic might be, the accidents are maybe 2%. In other words, it's very, very low compared to how many different times something bad could really happen. It doesn't always happen. Barely happens. I mean, it happens a lot, but not all the time. They're smart. And the drivers out on the street in Vietnam are possibly smarter than the drivers in America or other countries. That's what I think. Because in America, people go faster. The cars go faster. And if you go out on the street, they might run you over. In America, in the streets, they'll run you over. Because they're going faster, and they're not going to stop. They're going to honk their horns, but they don't know what to do because they're not as smart. Because it doesn't happen as often that you're going to run into them. Unless if you're maybe you're in New York City or New Jersey, or maybe in some parts of California, there's more pedestrians doing crazy things, or people hopping into the traffic, and maybe the drivers are smarter. But a lot of times, drivers in America and in other countries, they may not be as smart. And that's not as cool. Because then you might die if you do something wrong. And that's why you should be scared of the traffic. Be scared of the cars. Because the cars are bigger than you. They might run you over. And the cars aren't smart. The people are like, I'm the king of the hill. Like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. Or like the Lion King in The Lion King. I'm the king. Nobody's going to run me over. I'm a car. I'm going to run you over if you get in my way. So, I'm Hitler. I'm a car. I'm going to run you over. In other countries, cars are going to run you over more often because they're going faster and they're not really thinking about it, or they don't really care. They want to send a message or something. So they run you over more often, a higher percentage. But in Vietnam, it's a lower percentage. You don't get run over as often. You can jump into traffic, and the cars are like, oh, okay, this again. Yeah, this is normal. And I like that. I like to ride on my bicycle, and I like to have the kind of traffic that looks more dangerous, but it's kind of not as dangerous in Vietnam. Number 4, ice cream. Kim, you could buy it. You could buy an ice cream cone for 3,000 VND. That's a little less than a quarter. An American quarter. That's 25 cents. That's 1/4 of an American dollar. About 3,000 VND generally at Lotteria and Burger King And coming soon, in this year 2014, is McDonald's in Saigon, Vietnam, where I live and teach English at, and a lot of other things like make videos. That's me. I'm Joey Arnold, original Oatmeal. This is my ball. And oh my goodness, I'm promoting myself, but I'm also promoting the price of the ice cream. Kem. In Vietnamese language, you say, you know, the word for ice cream in Vietnamese is ice cream. No. The word for ice cream in Vietnamese is gum. Gem. K-E-M. K-E-M. Kem. Kem. Yeah. Tôi. You kem. I love ice cream. About 3,000 exactly 3,000 VND. At Lotteria, Burger King, those are fast food restaurants. Not to be confused with cafes. You know, fast food restaurants. And unless, like, let's see, at Burger King, it's 5,000 if you want to get the chocolate ice cream cone. So it's a little bit more. And at KFC, it's 5,000. But the normal price for the vanilla ice cream cone is 3,000 at Burger King and Lotteria. Ice cream usually costs about 5,000 at other places. I love ice cream. I'm addicted to ice cream. Possibly more than I'm addicted to girls. But I'm not really addicted to girls, but I like them. But I never had a girlfriend. I liked a girl named Tiffany Cumbo when I was 5 years old, and I knew her for 13 years, and I was 18. She died, and then that broke my heart. Never been with a girl. I'm like a 40-year-old virgin. That's why I eat ice cream. To get me off those horrible nightmares that I've been in life. And to get better in life. What am I listening to? Nothing. Horror. I try to drown myself in the music of ice cream. Only 3,000 VND while supplies last. Come to Vietnam and eat your heart out. Eat your heart out. While you still have a heart that can beat. Enjoy life. Live a little. And then eat ice cream. For tomorrow we die. For tomorrow we dine in hell. They're making a new 300 movie. For tomorrow we dine in hell. That's right. That's right. They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. No sir, no sir, Bob. And they'll never take my ice cream. That's number 3. No, that's number 4. Number 3 is the beauty of women. Beauty, you know, beautiful is sendan. Girls are beautiful. And then people in general, people are more beautiful in Vietnam than like Western countries, for example, maybe, or certain countries. And they're possibly more beautiful than other Asian countries too. Other than the Philippines. Philippines might be one of the most beautiful countries of the people. Of good heredity, good DNA. They're just like good parents and they produce good babies. They make good babies. And then you also have Japan. One of the countries with more ugly people might be China. And Vietnam might be happy to hear that since Vietnam's been in like a rival or something against with China for like more than 1,000 or 2,000 years, and so they really hate the guts out of China. Like, China, Great Wall of China. How about the sucky Wall of China? A lot of people tell me in Vietnam, you know, they want to go to other countries, but not China. One of the things that matters is it's about the beauty of your soul. And some of the Vietnamese people got that. More than other countries. Maybe possibly more. A higher percentage. Maybe. That's what I'm saying. But definitely the outer beauty is at a higher percentage than a lot of countries. I think. As far as I know. Because, you know, I've been here since 2012, so a little more than a year, I see beauty all around me, and I tell Some Vietnamese girls, I say to them, "You are beautiful," and they say, "No, I'm normal." And I say, "Oh, don't you think normal is beautiful? Don't you think? Don't you think?" They generally say, "No, I don't think normal is beautiful." And I say, "Yes, it is. I mean, just because you have 1,000 people that look the same, but if they all look beautiful, they're all beautiful. It doesn't cancel each other out. I mean, unless if you study marketing and the law of demand, and if you have a lot of the same things, then the price of the demand goes down, or does it go up? Maybe I should go back to school, but they tend to think that their beauty depends on how rare it is. I think maybe not. The beauty of women in Vietnam is really great. Number two, the opportunity and ability to teach English and other things in Vietnam is higher than other countries to some extent. Since I've wanted to travel the world since I was 8 years old, now I'm doing that to some extent. I mean, I have been to Canada in 2006, and I've been, I know, 2000, I've been to Hawaii in 2007, 2008. I go to New York, and I go to West Virginia, and South Carolina, and California, and Idaho, Oregon, Washington. A few states in the United States since I was born in Oregon. And I went to Canada, but that was my only other country, so then in 2012, on the 29th of November, I come and I arrive in the north of Vietnam, in Hanoi. I go to Bac Ninh to teach English for 5 days at a New Start school, then I get fired. And I get stuck in Vietnam, but then things get better later. And now I'm a little better off now, but at first I was promised a job, and then I didn't get it. Then I was stuck in Vietnam when I first came to Vietnam. But I'm not totally upset. I'm a little upset, if a school tells you, "Hey, come and we promise to pay you," and then they don't pay you, and they tell you to get lost, you might be a little upset too. Especially when they say, "We don't think you're good at English." And a lot of people in Vietnam say, "You're not good at English." And they use Google Translate to tell me that. And I say, "How do you know if you don't know English yourself?" However, I believe that it's a really good opportunity to be able to go to other countries, try to help people in whatever ways that can be done. Like helping them with English and other life skills, anything. I don't know, I feel like I can help people with other things too, but usually if I do get money, it will be for teaching them English, not teaching them how to make videos or play piano or guitar or basketball or all these other things that I could teach them how to do. And I'm a little sad about that, but at least I'm getting a little bit of money. In Vietnam, I've been here for about 14 months now, and I've had no work for around 8 of those months. So half of the time I'm making no money, but at least I'm trying my best, and I'm praying, and there's a lot of people that help me sometimes, and sometimes I have work and I teach English, and it's good, at cafes or houses or centers or schools. I teach English here or there in different districts in Saigon, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. Sometimes they give me money and sometimes they don't give me money. Sometimes I teach English for free. But it's okay, I think, sometimes, kinda, I don't know, but, oh man, it's confusing. I'm confused. Are you confused? I think I'm confused. But it's okay, it's an opportunity. Number one, the ability to make friends is higher in Vietnam than other countries, as far as I know, based on my experiences in my life. I'm making more friends much more easier. For example, now since December 2013, I've been living in District 1 here in this room. This is 544 Babangi. It's room 7. You can come here sometimes to practice English with me or something. But seriously, and this is in District 1. And nearby they have a park called the 239 Park. I go there and I just have to sit down at the 239 Park. That's near the Benton Market and near Starbucks and Pham Nu Lao and Lai Lai. All these, famous streets and the Benton Market where a lot of foreigners go to. You go to the park, you go to the 239 Park, you sit there, and Vietnamese people come there almost every day, and they say, oh, can I talk to you? I want to practice English. And so it's like, I can meet people. Now, when I try to talk to foreigners in Vietnam, they'll just say hi and bye. That's about it. They might say like, how are you? Okay, nice to see you. Okay. Don't talk to me ever again. I never want to see you ever again. Goodbye. I mean, they don't really say that, but it's almost like they are saying that, but they don't actually say that. But it's kind of sad because I'm like, they might as well say that because I know that I'm probably not going to talk to them again because like foreigners usually are too busy because they're like, oh man, I got to sell my motorbike again. I got to make more money because I'm running out of money because I'm just traveling as a tourist for a few days or a few weeks, and I got to go see the tunnels, and I got to go see the war museum and see how horrible America was in Vietnam when they were fighting in the American War. That was actually a Vietnamese civil war, but they called it an American war. Oh, stop talking so political in your video. I'm not talking political, I'm talking history, okay? Okay. And so I'm trying to say, hey, when you talk to a foreigner, for me as another white person, other foreigners only say a couple words to me like hello and goodbye. That's about it. They usually don't look at me. They usually don't want to talk to me. They're like, oh, hi, okay. They go, zoom. Hi, okay. Sometimes they say something like, yeah. Hey, oh, nice to meet you. I'll probably see you around. I never see them ever again. Never. I never see them again. Where do they go? But when I talk to Vietnamese people, when I meet Vietnamese people, they say, oh, hey, hi, how are you? What's your name? How old are you? How much do you weigh? How many brothers and sisters do you have? What's your email? What's your phone number? Where do you live? Exactly, I want to stalk you. No, I don't want to stalk you. I'm a Vietnamese person. I'm an Asian person. Don't mind me when I ask you all these questions and it's not impolite because this is what we do and it's okay because it's normal. And some people may not like that, and sometimes Vietnamese people ask me, is it okay if I ask you this question or that question because other foreigners don't like it, and some foreigners may not like it because they don't even want to look at my face because I'm just a white person. Like, why would an American person want to go to another country like Vietnam to go look at another American like me? It's a good question. And so they may be offended with questions like how old are you or how much they weigh, especially if they're a woman. For me, I don't mind, and I really appreciate the ability to be so open with people and make new friends because I like to make friends. Like my sister, I guess I'm in a competition and I have a rival with my younger sister who started making friends in the park near our house in the ghetto since she was like 4 years old and I was only like 9 years old, and back in like 1994 in the ghetto of Forest Grove, Oregon, the United States, the USA. And I'm so sad, and I'm like, oh no, my younger sister's making friends more than me. And then since then I started learning how to talk better because before that I had problems with my brain and my ears, and I was homeschooled and my mother was helping me by the grace of God, and things were getting better with me. And so I'm a friendly person, but I've always been shy, and I can't really talk to people. But then I started talking to people a little bit more in high school. I started a year too late, but better late than never, and it started getting better, and I started making friends, and people started calling me Cool Kid, or Joe Cool, or Ghetto Joe, or Thief in the Night, or something like that. In high school, I went to the Forest Grove High School, home of the Vikings, which at this moment, I believe that we're going to have a 10-year class reunion of the class of 2004, since I graduated in 2004 from my high school. They should have a class reunion this year, but I'm in Vietnam, so I don't know if I can go to it. So if you're watching this, and you're an alumni with me, you should raise some money so I can come, and because I want to go there and then come back to Vietnam. Because I kind of want to stay in other countries and help people, because, you know, in other countries, they have less, so they need more. And in America, they have more, so they need less. That's what I say to people when they say, oh, don't you want to go back to America? And I say, no, I wanted to be in other countries since I was 8 years old, since 1993. For the past 20 years, I've wanted to be in other countries and helping people. I'm not going to throw it away just to have the luxury of whatever they have in America, because a lot of people want to go to other countries like America. They want to go to America and live off the wealth of America, which America does have wealth, but also America's kind of declining, and I'm so sorry. But, you know, America's kind of getting worse. America's still a developed country. It's one of the best countries in the world. However, Vietnam is it's a developing country, just like my brain and my speech impediment. What? You have a speech impediment? How can you be an English teacher if you have problems with your mouth? I don't know. Nobody's perfect, but I try my best, and that's all you can do. Try your best. Like Will Smith always says, try your best. Like Michael Jordan always says, try your best. He says, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but about the size of the fight and the dog. You gotta try your best, man. Try your best. Try your best till the end. I'm Oatmeal. This is my bowl. Thanks for hanging out with me in my bowl. Tell me what you think about what your favorite is. What's your favorite? What's your favorite 10 things about being in Vietnam? Let me know in the comments below, or let me know in my Facebook, or come to my house and tell me in person or something like that. My email is originaloatmeal@gmail.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/originaloatmeal. My fan page on my Facebook is facebook.com/theoriginaloatmeal. My group from learning and languages and practicing English and teaching English, it's facebook.com/groups/Oatmeal English. Also, I have a fan page for that too, facebook.com/Oatmeal English. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/originaloatmeal. My Skype is originaloatmeal. My exact display name on YouTube is not Original Oatmeal, but I wanted to be Original Oatmeal, but I have problems with Google Plus. I have problems with it. If you have a YouTube channel, you probably know the kind of problem that I'm running into. And that's the thing that happens with certain websites or certain countries, and that's why I live in Vietnam, because sometimes things are a little bit better, even though they only have one party as a government. And in, like, say, in America, they have the Republicans and the Democrats and the Independents. They have at least two main parties. And so people in Vietnam say, oh, that's better, right? That's good. That's better than us because we only have one party. However, I believe that the Republicans and Democrats are kind of working together and are therefore kind of one party in some way. But that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but I don't know. What are you going to do about it? Like people in Vietnam always says, we can't do anything. We can't fight. We can't make things better. However, that's not true. Keep your mind open. Things can always get better. Keep your mind open. Things can get better. Vietnam is interesting for the rice and soccer and the price of certain things, generosity, openness of people, the bicycles, the ice cream, the beauty of the girls and other people, opportunity to be there, the ability to make friends, the love for family. I didn't really include that in my list, but that's kind of in there. In the generosity, they have generosity. So the love of family, it's kind of like Hawaii. It's very powerful. So what do you think? That's my top 10 things about Vietnam. What are yours? Let me know. And next time, enjoy some fun with me, Oatmeal, in my bowl.